Alright, hey guys, this is a replay of my match as me as Zerg versus chickenshyt as Protoss. Nothing really special going on. I'm still in the beginner league. I'm pretty much completely new to playing real-time strategy games, multiplayer. And really, I could probably count on one hand how many real-time strategy games I've actually played. Not because I don't like real-time strategy games, just because I'm not very good at them. I don't really play them that much, but I do enjoy them. And I'm really liking Starcraft too. Nothing too special going on at the start here. I'm just building drones, and I sent off my starting overlord to scout a bit. chickenshyt pretty much doing the same at this point. Just collecting minerals. Pretty standard Zerg opening I'm going for. I'm just going for a spawning pool right off the bat as my first major structure. Once I get up enough drones. Yeah, there we go. And almost simultaneously I also start building an extractor. chickenshyt also building an assimilator for gas as well as a gateway. I'm pretty much going to be rushing roaches right off the bat. Not really planning to build zerglings. Even though I'm building a spawning pool, you still need a spawning pool for a queen. So even though I'm not going to be building any zerglings, queens are still very useful. Let's check resources. Pretty even. I think I got a slight head start there on the gas. My overlord's still slowly making his way down to the base. This is a two-player map, so I pretty much know he's in the bottom left corner. The main reason I want to scout is I want to see what kind of structures he's building to get an idea of what he's going for. I'm not, like I said, this is the beginner league and I'm like completely new to playing real-time strategy games multiplayer, so I don't really know what I'm doing, but I have noticed that not many other players I've played so far, at least in the beginner league, seem to scout, which I guess isn't that surprising. And I'm not that good at scouting, but I still try to do it. The main thing I look for against Protoss are robotics facilities and stargates. Robotics facilities usually indicate that they want to go for some heavy ground force like Colossus. Stargates mean that they want to utilize aerial units. So that kind of lets me go, okay, I need to build more, you know, if it's a Stargate. I probably want some type of like hydralisks or mutalisks or something that can combat things in the air. I have my queen up. I think I didn't build it straight away. I think I kind of forgot to build it after my spawning pool, so it was kind of late. But I'm also upgrading my hive to a lair. I've already got my roach warren and a couple roaches already out with a few more in production. Upgrade my hive to a lair pretty early because I want to start making mutalisks for this match in particular, but I also like to make hydralisk layers sometimes. And queens are really good because they allow you to lay eggs on your hive, which gives you 4 additional units that spawn, or 4 additional larvae that you can turn into units. So I've done an initial pass with my overlord outside of the perimeter of chickenshyt's base, and I think I caught his cybernetics core, forge, and twilight council, or his gateway. I don't think I spotted that twilight council at that point in the game. But I'm moving my overlord out so that he can't pursue it. He doesn't have any aerial units right now. All he has is 1 zealot, so that overlord is quite safe for the moment. Back up to my base. My roach force is starting to be a bit more respectable, with about 11 units, I think that is. And I've just upgraded to a lair, so I can start making my spire. And I've also planted my second extractor in anticipation for the mutalisks, because they are pretty gas heavy. I think it's like 100 gas per unit. As you can see, I got a slight advantage early on with my gas, but I don't think I anticipated my gas usage well enough, and now I'm quite low, and I will remain low while my mineral resources continue to grow, which is not a good thing. I watched a lot of videos, chickenshyt already starting with his first expansion. I watched this replay already, and I thought at first he expanded pretty early, but it's at the 8-minute mark or so right now, and it's not really that early for your first expansion. It's about right on time. I'm actually pretty late expanding, to be honest. I think I've already gone back in to do some more scouting with my overlord, and I think I did check out his robotics facility coming up. And he saw that, so chickenshyt threw up some pylons, so if I try to do that again, he can teleport in units to take my overlord out, so I can't see any more than I already have. My queen just laid down a creep tumor, which will help me expand my creep, because I am wanting to expand at this point down to my expansion down here. And I've got my spire in production. It's almost complete now. There it is. So yeah, he's actually beating me on resources right now, although, like I said, I have watched a lot of videos. And oh wait, there goes my overlord. He warped in some stalkers, and that's going down really fast. Kaboom. But I spotted his robotics facility, so that was pretty much the main thing I was after. And his robotics bay. I didn't see the robotics bay, but he's definitely going for some Colossus. Especially with his expansion opting to mine for gas rather than minerals. He really wants to get that tech up. I'm not too tech heavy with my Zerg so far. How I've been playing, I hit a wall actually. I'm gonna get a couple mutalisks out. But yeah, like I've been like rushing roaches from the start, which seems to work good generally. And then like I'll usually build mutalisks or hydralisks so I can have some type of combat against air units. But after that, I tend to kind of black out. I don't really know what to do from then on. I mean, I'm not an advanced player by any means, so it's probably not something I really need to super worry about. I probably just need to workus? Combining the words work and focus, you get workus. I probably need to focus more on my general game rather than my specific builds and etc. But here I'm going for some production line harassment with my mutalisks. Don't do too much damage. I think I get a few probes, but nothing that's really gonna hinder him. And to quickly counteract me, he warps in some stalkers, which I don't notice right away. They do manage to do a bit of damage to that one mutalisk. Not too bad, but I am able to escape. And I parked them right beside his expansion, but I actually did not notice his expansion. I think I went back up to my lair at this point, and I was playing around with my larva. That sounds wrong on so many levels. But yeah, I just wasn't paying attention down there. Still building up my roach force, and I'm moving down to finally expand. About 13 minutes in. That's way too late to expand, really. Still building more mutalisks and roaches mainly. But yeah, like I don't know, like I know you can build like infestors, and you can upgrade mutalisks to corruptors, and there's ultralisks. Actually, let's have a look. And then you can make Nidus Dentworks, which lets you transport units. You can also upgrade your overlords to transport. I should probably start doing that actually. transport. I've heard a good strategy is to load up like a few overlords and then drop them behind production lines with like some roaches or something loaded up. I think I tried to harass his expansion, and I think I got a few probes with my mutalisks, but once again I was driven off by stalker reinforcements. So now I'm just returning my mutalisks back to base. Second hive almost completed. Where did all my roaches go? Oh, yeah, that's right. He did basically with the Protoss what I was just describing doing with overlords with the Zerg. He snuck in a warp prism and attacked my production line, teleporting in zealots. But I managed to move up my roaches and push off that offensive without taking too much damage. I think he got a couple drones, but pretty much the same that I'd been doing to him at this point. Nothing too serious. My creep's now expanded down to that rock, and I think I'm going to be taking care of that soon. Yep, because I want to push out some more at this point. Because I found that waiting around with Zerg and trying to build up a huge force isn't really good. Because I found that, and yeah, I was like, why am I running away from one stalker? And then I just blew it up, but he warps in some more, and I'm like, yeah, that's gonna push me back. But I found that like Protoss and Terran, at least, if you try to build up a huge force, they just get exponentially stronger. I don't know if that's because I'm not doing it right with the Zerg yet, but I found that you kind of don't want to wait too long to do any type of offensive with the Zerg. At least for how I've been playing them so far. Like I said, I could just not be doing it optimally. And like I said, after I get to Hydralisks and Mutalisks, I don't really know where to go from there. You can upgrade to Infestors, Ultralisks. There's not really that many diverse units with the Zerg, at least compared with others. They're more about upgrades, it seems. Upgrading units to make them stronger instead of just building completely different units. And I decided that I saw him trying to put up yet another expansion, so I decided to harass that a bit, but I don't do much. I barely even take his shields down. But I took out his rock blocking the way up to that expansion, and I decided to retreat after that. It does have a few Colossus. Let's check the units. 3 Colossus at this point, a bit of Stalkers. Not too huge. It seems like he's trying to put all his chips onto his Colossus at this point. My creep's expanding now, down pretty nicely. Still get a lot of... Oh, and he did it again. I just don't learn. But I did take out that warp prison this time. Last time, I thought I saw it try to escape down into the right, so I sent my Mutalisks over. But he actually hit up here, and I didn't think to look back there because I didn't think it went back that far. And he was just sitting back there the whole time. He was probably like, wow, this guy's an idiot. But yeah, I did pay for that one. He pretty much took out all but 5 of my drones. Pretty much all of the drones that were on those minerals. So that stung. Luckily, most of those minerals were pretty low at this point. Yeah. So I'm not too bothered by that. And I've got this production down here coming up. I decided that because I got hit hard up there, I should probably build some extractors down at the expansion. Really, I should have kept my extractors up a lot earlier, because I just haven't really been able to keep up with my gas costs. Even though I don't think I'm too tech heavy. Let's see. Where's that at? No. Yeah. He is a lot more tech heavy than me, and he's doing better economy wise. I'm not really sure what constitutes as tech. Oh, and there goes his Colossus. I'll actually, let me rewind that, because I like completely destroyed his Colossus.